Hi, this presentation will tell you more about the workshop that you'll be attending. My name is Nahid Ahmed, and I'm going to be chairing the Coexisting Dementia and Hearing Loss Priority Setting Partnership workshop on the 16th of September. I'm from the James Lind Alliance, which is the organisation that has designed the project process. The James Lind Alliance, or the JLA, is a UK-based initiative which began in 2004. Our method brings together people who use healthcare services, their carers and families, and health and social care professionals to decide what future research should focus on. The method was developed because usually it's researchers themselves and often the pharmaceutical industry who decide what gets researched. But the views of people who use and work in services can be quite different. So our method brings new and different perspectives of what really matters to the people who are most affected. The project began in December of 2022, and it's led by the University of Nottingham. A group of people came together to guide the project. These people include those who have lived experience of dementia and hearing loss, and the health and social care professionals who work with these conditions. There were 2 surveys which were completed as part of the project. The first one asked people to think about the questions that they wanted research to address on coexisting dementia and hearing loss. And this gave a long list of questions which were put into groups and summarised. A list of 47 questions then went out in a second survey to ask people to pick the questions that were most important to them. 16 of the most popular questions are now going to be discussed at the workshop. So the purpose of the workshop is to bring together people living with these conditions, their supporters, relatives and carers, and the health and social care professionals who work in these areas to agree a top 10 list of questions for research. After the workshop, these questions will be promoted to researchers and organisations that fund research. So what do you need to do before the workshop? The main thing to do is to read the 16 questions for research, which will be in a document called Document C, and to pick out the 2 which are most important to you and the 2 which are least important to you. You can mark these on the worksheet. You've been sent a workshop pack of 6 documents. Document A is your agenda for the day, and this gives the times of all the discussion sessions. Document B is your workshop guide. Document C is the main document that you should look at, and this is the worksheet which lists the 16 questions for research, which you need to look at before the workshop to decide which ones are most important to you and least important to you. Document D you can use if you want to cut out the questions and have them ready to move around when we discuss them. And document E tells you a little bit about all the people who will be attending the workshop. The workshop will be held online, and your guide contains the joining instructions. So before the workshop, please just have a test through of your device and make sure that everything is working. We will want to start on time. If you've decided to use your cutout questions, then have them ready as well. If it's your first time using Zoom or you're a bit unsure, please just let us know and we can do a test run with you before the 16th of September. Of course, if you have any questions at all or anything is unclear, you can get in touch with us using the contact details in the workshop guide. So at the workshop, there'll be around 20 people, including those with lived experience and health and social care professionals. There'll be 4 facilitators who'll be the people that guide the discussions. And these will be myself, so my name's Nahid, Louise, Toto, and Mary Rose. All of these people are listed in your biographies document in the workshop pack. There'll also be the people who have been leading the project from Nottingham University. Etna is the project lead and Sian is the project coordinator. If you've got any questions or are worried about anything on the day, you can speak to Etna or Sian. Their email addresses will be in the workshop guide. There may also be some additional people who'll be taking notes of the discussion. These people aren't there to take part in the discussion, they'll just be taking the notes. And you'll be told about these people on the day. So in document B, your workshop guide, you'll find a detailed description of how it will all work. In short, you'll log in at 10:45, I'll greet you, and then we'll have a chance to make sure that everything's working. At 10:55, we'll start the workshop with an introduction where I'll just do a quick roll call to make sure that we can all hear each other. For most of the day, we'll then work in small groups to discuss and rank the 16 questions. So make sure you have your worksheet to hand. This is document C. The facilitators will make sure the discussion is well managed and that everyone has a chance to speak. We're neutral, we're not researchers and we're not experts in the field, but we'll be there to support you and everyone else to take part. So for the discussions, you'll be automatically moved to a breakout room where you'll discuss the questions in your small groups. Each group will have up to 5 people in it who have different experiences. There'll also be 1 facilitator and 1 note taker in each group. The facilitator will share the screen and you will see the questions being moved into ranked order as you discuss them. This is when you can use your cutout questions in your pack, so the document D, if you want to. You can lay those out in front of you at the same time. This is a picture from a different workshop. These aren't the same questions that will be at your workshop, they're just an example. So whether your knowledge comes from your personal experience or your professional expertise, this will be of equal value. Your role is to contribute to the discussion and to respect different opinions. We want you to focus on what you want research to address and not how you would do the research. You don't need to know about research to take part and you don't need to try and answer the questions. That discussion will happen after the workshop. We also want you to work with the questions as they are. We can't change them or merge or combine any of them. And we ask you finally to respect one another's confidentiality and not to take any screenshots or to share the results outside of the workshop until we say that you can, until we're ready to launch the questions. Okay, so I look forward to meeting you all. Thank you so much for taking part. You will be helping to share future research by attending the workshop. Thank you.